Seville and Thompson sealed Jamaican 1-2 over Lyles in 100-meter final. Seville did not prove anything to himself that he did not already know with his sensational run in the men's 100-meter final at the 2025 World Athletics Championships on Sunday night. What he did do was silence his critics, whose voices were finally drowned out by a roaring crowd at Tokyo's National Stadium. Seville outsprinted compatriot Showdown Thompson and American superstar Noah Lyles to reclaim the title of world's fastest man for Jamaica in a thrilling and tense final. Seville won in a personal best time of 9.77 seconds in front of a crowd of over 60,000, including Jamaican legend Usain Bolt. Thompson ran a 9.82 to complete a Jamaican 1-2, while Lyles finished in a season-best time of 9.89. Seville has shown flashes of his talent in the past, but was plagued by fourth-place finishes at the World Championships in 2022 and 2023, and a last-place finish in the 8-man final at the Paris Olympics last year. He lived up to his promise in Tokyo, becoming the first Jamaican to win the 100 at the World Championships since Bolt in 2015. "It's a good feeling knowing I have proved myself, that I am a champion," Seville said. "Over the years, I have shown my talent and that I am a medal contender, and now is the time I proved myself to the world and to my friends, family, everyone that I am a champion." Seville's win snapped a streak of 4 straight American victories, including by Lyles at the most recent World Championships in 2023. The two Jamaicans had posted the fastest times of the season, Thompson at 9.75 and Seville with a 9.77, and Bolt said Thursday that there was no reason they should not take the top 2 spots on the podium. The Jamaican great was proven correct as Thompson burst out of the blocks to grab an early lead over Lyles, but Seville ran them both down. "I didn't know what was going on throughout the semifinal," Seville said. "Finishing strong in the last 30 to 40 meters was something I was struggling with the whole season. I just didn't recognize it. Now I have perfected it, and I was confident that if I could do it in the final, I would win. I knew if I had a strong finish, the others will not catch me. To win this gold medal is something special to me. Track and field is both mental and physical. But to be honest, I think I have mastered the mental part of it. Other people are doing and talking about other things, but I just focus on me, and that is why I managed to get this victory. It is just a tremendous feeling to compete in front of Usain here in Tokyo. His coach is my coach, and I know that both of them are very proud of me right now." The race began with Botswana star Letzel Tebogo being disqualified for a false start, which ratcheted up the tension to fever pitch before the gun sounded and the sprinters took off. Lyles, the outspoken U.S. star, was upbeat despite failing to defend his title. Lyles' season got off to a late start due to injury, but he was happy to post his best time of the season at the World Championships. "It was crazy going through the rounds, trying to put together my best races, having some of my better starts, better accelerations," Lyles said. "Of course, I wish I had more races before I got here, but I'm never going to be disappointed with myself for putting the best one of the season at the moment that needed it the most. It was an amazing race." Lyles still has a chance to defend his 200-meter crown later in the week. The Jamaicans, meanwhile, are celebrating a return to the top of the mountain in track and field's glamour event. "For me, it just shows Jamaica is a powerhouse," Thompson said. "We got talent." Budapest, Hungary. The moment the gun cracked through the thick August air, the world held its breath. For 9.8 seconds, the track vibrated with destiny. And when the dust settled, the golden echoes of Jamaica's sprinting legacy roared once more. Seville first, Showdown Thompson second, and America's Noah Lyles relegated to bronze in a final no one will forget. Jamaica had done it again. This wasn't just a race. It was a reclamation. After years of adjusting to life post-Usain Bolt, fans wondered if the Caribbean island still had the firepower to dominate the men's 100 meters. Tonight, under the blinding lights and pulsing rhythm of 40,000 stomping feet, 2 young Jamaicans answered that question with thunder. The rise of Seville, a star is crowned. For Seville, the path to gold has been paved with pressure. Ever since finishing 4th at the 2022 World Championships in Eugene, he has carried the weight of expectation like a second skin. Jamaica was looking for the next Bolt, or at least someone who could bring the green, gold, and black back to the top of the podium. Tonight, Seville didn't run like the next Bolt. He ran like the first Seville, exploding from the blocks with the fury of a man haunted by near misses. Seville was flawless, driving through the transition phase with a low, determined head and fluid stride. By 60 meters, he had already opened a gap. The final 40 was about belief. "I saw nobody," Seville said after the race, still gasping for air. "I felt the wind and heard the crowd, but I locked in. I told myself, tonight, no regrets." He crossed the line in 9.86 seconds, a season's best and the defining moment of his career, so far. Thompson, the silent bullet. While the world focused on Lyles and Seville, Thompson had been quietly building a storm of his own. The soft-spoken sprinter is known less for interviews and more for letting his legs do the talking. And tonight, they screamed. Thompson, who ran a personal best of 9.91 in the semifinals, came into the final as a dark horse. But there's something about Jamaican sprinters and major finals. When it matters, they deliver. His start was unremarkable, 7th at 30 meters. But then came the surge. With piston-like strides and unshakable rhythm, Thompson roared past the chasing pack, including American Fred Curley and Botswana's Letzel Tebogo. Only Seville was out of reach. He clocked 9.88 seconds for silver, a personal best, a national statement, and a personal rebirth. "It's more than speed," Thompson said. "It's the mindset. Jamaica is not just back, we never left." Noah Lyles, a champion's grace in defeat. To his credit, Noah Lyles was gracious, despite the disappointment. The American star, who has dominated the 200m and been a fierce competitor in the 100m this season, had dreams of sprinting immortality. The sprint double, a feat only a few have accomplished. But tonight, he found himself in uncharted territory, chasing two Jamaicans down the stretch and coming up short. "I felt strong, but they were stronger," Lyles admitted. "This is the game. You win some, you get humbled. I'll be back. This isn't over." His bronze medal time of 9.92 seconds would win most finals, but not this one. The Jamaican Renaissance. For Jamaican fans, this wasn't just a win, it was a homecoming. Ever since Bolt danced off into retirement in 2017, the men's sprint scene in Jamaica has seen flickers of hope, but no definitive successor. The women, led by legends like Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, Elaine,